the last time we met, friends, I taught you about the find function, how we were able to use the find function to extract some part of our entire text string contained in a particular cell. Right, and then I taught you how to find the length of a particular text string using the length function. All right, so friends, at this juncture right now, we are going to look at how we can mix both the find and length function and then extract some part of a particular text string. For example, when you go over to this section called the find and the length function, now there's something you must notice over here, friends. When we were doing right and left function initially, I taught you that the text string for each and every cell on this particular column, right, were equal. And then I showed you previously that there are times when the text string in a particular cell may differ from the text string, the length of the text string in another cell. For example, the length function over here is giving us different lengths for the different text that we have contained in this column. Right, so in that case, it becomes very much tedious. It becomes impossible to just use the left function alone or the right function to extract just the numbers of these cells. Right, so you can't just write length and then tell it to extract just the numbers of these cells and it will work. It won't work as it did work previously. All right, so in that case, you need to nest the find and length function together with the left and right function in order to extract some part of your text string, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you. So right, friends, as you can see over here, we have product IDs, and then what we've been asked to do is just to extract the numbers. Right, previously, friends, what we did then was we just wrote right function and then highlight the text and then tell it how many numbers we want to extract from the right function. Right, but you can't just do that over here. If you do that over here, you're going to get something very much wrong. You're going to get the correct thing for the first cell, you're going to perform the right function, but then for the many other cells, you're going to get the wrong values for them. All right, so when you have text strings with different lengths, friends, basically what you have to do is to mix the find function, the length function, together with the left and then the right function in order to get the right answers or correctly extract some part of that text string. Alright, so what we're going to first do right now is to find where we have hyphen on this entire product IDs over here. Alright, so I want to find where we have hyphen because we're noticing that for this entire product IDs, the numbers appear after the hyphen sign. Alright, so if you look over here, you can see that the numbers are appearing after the hyphen sign. So we want to find where those hyphen sign exist for each and every one of these product ID. So I'm just going to double tap inside here and say equals to find, and then I open my bracket. Now what am I trying to find? I'm trying to find a hyphen sign, so I have to put it inside a quotation, inside the quotation. Alright, so I just say find this hyphen sign within, in other words, find it in this product ID containing V3. Alright, then I just close my bracket and hit on enter. Now it's telling me that the hyphen sign exists in the third position on this product ID. So if I count the position, A is containing position number 1, J is in position number 2, the hyphen is in position number 3. Alright, so that's what it's counting. It's telling me that the hyphen sign is in position number 3. Alright, so if I just come over to this section and then come to the bottom right and drag down to the end, you can see that all of the hyphen signs are all in position number 3. And I can find the length of the product ID. Generally, I can find the length of each and every one of these product ID, and you'll find out that we have different or varying lengths for this product ID. Alright, so what I'm just going to do right now is double tap inside here, say equal to, and then I say len, open my bracket, and I just click on this product ID over here, close my bracket and click on enter. Alright, so friends, at this juncture, I just come to the bottom right and drag to the end, and now you can see I have the length for each and every one of these product ID. So now that we've gotten the length of this particular text string or the product IDs, the next thing we want to do right now is to extract the number. In other words, get the difference. Forgive me for writing this extract number, whatever, but just get the difference. All right, so over here we'll then extract the number. All right, so that's just a little mistake. All right, so at this juncture, friends, we want to get the difference between 5 and 3, 7 and 3. In other words, we want to get the difference between the length of an entire text string minus the position where the hyphen exists, because we know the numbers after the hyphen is what we want to extract. All right, so the position of this hyphen is position number 3, and the entire length of this text string is 5. So 5 minus 3 is going to give us 2. In other words, we want to extract two numbers here. There are 2 numbers in this, which is 0 and 2. Now the length of this entire text string is 7. All right, the position where the hyphen appear is in position number 3. If I do 7 minus 3, I'm going to be getting 4. In other words, I want to get 4 numbers over here. Let me just quickly show you what I mean by this. I'm going to just double tap inside here and I say equal to, I just click on this and say minus this. Alright, I click on enter. It's going to give me 2. In other words, I'm going to, when I'm specifying my formulas over here, I'm going to tell it count 2 steps backward from right to left. Over here, count 2-step backward, 4-step backward from right to left. Let me just show you what I mean. If I double tap inside here also, okay, I've already done that for this. So what I just need to do right now is come to the bottom right and drag down to the end. All right, so what is going to happen here is if I specify the right function and I make reference to this colon, what it's going to be doing is that this is going to be telling the right function how many steps to count as it counts from right to left. All right, so it's basically going to be telling the right function count 4 times on this section, count 3 times on this section, count 5 on this section. All right, so at this juncture, let me just quickly show you what I mean. If I just double tap on this particular cell over here and I say equals to, and then I type in right, open up my bracket, then the text string, the text where I want to use the right function, of course, is going to be this entire text. All right, so the number of characters, I'm going to click on this. All right, so for this particular cell where I am right now, it's going to count twice as it counts from right to left. So I'm going to close my bracket and click on enter. Now you can see it's giving me 02. Now what it's doing is this, it's counting from right, it's counting from this section over where my cursor is blinking. All right, it's counting from here and then it's counting to the left hand side. In other words, it's going to first count 2 and then count 0, and then it's going to output 02. All right, because what I specified over here in my function is that I made reference to E3, all right, telling it to count twice. All right, so that's basically what I'm doing right now. If I then drag down to the end, you can see that it is extracting just the numbers. All right, so when it comes over here, it's going to count 4 times because I'm making reference to E4. All right, I'm making reference to this cell. Look over here, I'm making reference to E4. So this time it's going to count 4 times, and that's why it counted from right to left 4 times, and then it outputted just the number. And here also it counted 3 times. Here it counted 5. Here it counted 6 times, just 1 time here. Here it's counted 4 times. Here it's counted 3 times. And friends, that's basically how we can use the find and length function together with the right or left function to extract some part of our text string.